I got a little bit of a ride here. They're doing some construction on the road here. Didn't want me to ride on the side here, flying rocks and whatnot. So they just threw my bike up on here and got my stuff over here. There's a storm off in the distance. Probably bypass it. The road goes up that way. Hopefully not. And then Charlie, just chilling out over there. Gotta get him wet again to cool him off. It's kind of hot out. So yeah, good little 4-kilometer ride here. And I got full battery, so maybe I'll be able to give some updates along the way. But here we are coming up. Okay, but I'm going to throw this back into the container. I want to make sure it's kind of bumpy over here. I'm going to hold on to this bike here. Okay, so here I am, 32 kilometers away from Yorkton, and I'm just about out of gas. I think I'll be able to maybe make another 10 kilometers or so. Also my tire is kind of fucked now. I'll show you if you can see. Watch it. Watch how the tire goes in and then comes out all the way up and then way out and then it goes in and way out again. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to find some work in Yorkton. It's really going to be the big one. If I can't find any work in Yorkton, I'm going to be fucked. Straight fucked. And pedaling is pretty hard with this sprocket setup. If I had some different sprockets in the front here, it might make it a little easier, but even on the lowest setting it's pretty difficult. And yeah, worst comes to worst, I guess I'll have to try and wait for a truck to come by and throw my bike on the back of a truck and yeah, hope for the best. Also, might as well mention, check this out. This is beautiful. If you can see this. Beautiful. Just beautiful. So That's a fun one. And then my chain's stretching out, so started eating into right here. We can get some light up in there. Let's see, maybe get in this angle. But yeah, it's all chewed up there. I can pretty much guarantee with the weight on it, and that's gonna snap right away. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to make some money, hopefully, in Yorkton. Maybe buy a new bike. Worst comes to worst, which I probably will. Murphy's Law, after all. Alright, everyone. Oh, there's another update. It's week 5. Almost week 5 in a couple days. And yeah, at least I'm in Saskatchewan. That's a bonus. Here's to hoping I can get work in Yorkton. Woo! Okay, and one last final update. I just noticed this as I was thinking, oh, well, I could just tighten up some of these spokes and it'll be all good and I can keep going, but nope. By the looks of it, my tire is about to explode and rip apart. I got broken spoke here. I got totally bent, broken spoke here. And most likely another broken spoke right here. And let's see. What else? How many other broken spokes I got up in here? Oh, looks like just those 3 spokes. 3 spokes are ripped off, broken, what have you. So yeah, definitely need a new tire, new rim, new bike. Motor's still doing good, knock on wood. And well, hopefully I'll be able to at least make it to Yorkton. Pedaling, pushing, walking, what have you. If not, I'm gonna just camp out in one of these bushes up over here. Hopefully there's some more down towards there, but 32 kilometers is a good long ways away. Okay, well, not sure how well you can hear me, but 14 kilometers to walk, unless if somebody stops and picks me up. Just threw my bag up on the bike. I'm not carrying it on my back. And gonna walk it. So yeah, guys, I gotta talk about something incredible that, I mean, honestly, the only way that I can explain it is like God, like the universe. You know, I just can't believe that something like this can happen so often. I mean, it's kind of hard for me to express without breaking down into tears, but I mean, so after the stuff that you just seen, and then ran out of gas and had to push my bike because I couldn't pedal it because the tire was rubbing up against it and wobbled, so basically I couldn't pedal it properly. But yeah, so I had to push it for about 3 hours, 3.5 hours. And by the time that I got into town here, it was already dark out. Mosquitoes totally attacking me and whatnot. And then the first place that I've seen where I might have been able to camp out was a church, basically. The backyard of a church. And then so, because I couldn't pedal with all of the weight on it. I knew that, but I knew I'd be able to pedal with taking off all of the weight. And then I'd at least be able to go get a bit of gas, because with the gas, like, the centrifugal force ends up keeping it from wobbling so much. So, yeah, like, gas was gonna help me out. So, just as I left Dauphin, I had $5. An old lady stopped me, asked me what was going on, and then I said what was going on, and then she asked me about my money situation, and I said I had $5. She said, well, I could at least double that for you, and then gave me $5. And then after the whole ordeal of what I just explained, I go to 7-Eleven gas bar to go and get $1 worth of gas, just because I figured I'll go to McDonald's because I could get more full off of McDonald's for the last of the money that I had. And then, so when I went in there and I asked whether or not, because it's late night, I figured I might as well asked whether or not they were about to throw out any food or like, because, you know, lots of leftovers end up getting thrown out at 7-Eleven. And then so asked them whether or not they could give me some food if they're about to throw up. And then the lady at the cash register didn't think that it was time to throw it out. And then when I kind of glanced at the prices to see what I could get, maybe like wedges or something like that, something cheap that could fill me, since that I haven't eaten all I had, well, I had a McDouble earlier today before I left off, and so that's even good. I mean, that's a little tiny meal right there in itself. But then a Filipino lady came out from the back, and she asked if I liked pizza or whatnot. And I said, yeah, but I just don't have enough money for anything really. I only had a couple bucks. And then she's like, oh, okay. And then she goes and grabs an Italian smoky, whatever, and puts it into a bun and gives it to me. I'm like, are you sure? I can't pay for it. I don't have the money for it. And then she said, no, it's okay, here. And then she goes and grabs the other Italian sausage, because I guess they're just about to go, like, they're gonna throw it out anyways, right? And then so I was like, oh, thank you so much. I mean, I don't know how to thank you enough. God bless you, that kind of thing. And then as I was putting toppings on the hot dog and getting some extra nacho and chili sauce to dunk the other sausage into, she asked if I liked taquitos, and I said, yeah, I wouldn't mind a couple. And then she gave me basically all of the taquitos that were on the warmer. I mean, I couldn't believe it. And then, so I said thank you so much again. I said God bless you. I don't know if you're religious, but God bless you. And then I asked if I could give her a hug, and hugged her because it just helped me out so much. And then as I left outside, I was super hungry, so I was just munching away on a taquito. I just got out the door and I was like chomping down the taquito, and then as I'm chomping down the taquito, the person who is at the cash register, who originally said no, we don't have any that's being thrown out, I guess she felt bad, or like wanted to kind of show that she wasn't trying to be that way, kind of thing. Ended up coming out, gave me $20, and then asked if I needed something to drink. I told her I had some water, and then she's like, oh, okay, well, come in, and then she gave me a double big gulp, and then, so, this is basically, I didn't even pack up. I had to get this off my mind. This is just amazing. So she gave me all of these. I mean, they are like already on the old side, like they're pretty crispy. Like this shouldn't be this bad. Yeah, you see how that is. Like but I totally don't care. I mean, to be picky about free food, or I mean, even when I purchase it myself, I'm not picky at all. I just eat it anyways. And then so yeah, gave me this guy. This is already empty. I ate it the moment I got here. I was so hungry. I had a taquito, one of those, and then yeah, she gave me a double gulp. I mean, like, this is gonna last me till tomorrow easily, and that's even if I stay awake all night, but I can't really because I'm kind of out of battery for my tablet. But I had to explain this whole thing that ended up going down. I mean, for the most part, I'm like totally blessed. Every once in a while, you know, you gotta get that. I mean, the lady that I was working for the week, the last week before I headed to Dauphin and left Dauphin, she was helping me out. I mean, she let me stay in her backyard, and she was giving me all kinds of stuff, like chicken strips and poutines and stuff like that, but it was like 2 meals a day, basically. But 2 meals a day, camping in her backyard, and me like charging a tablet, which is pretty much like having a light bulb on. It uses so little energy. And then using the internet for one day to upload those 2 videos. She decided that me working 8, 10, 12, and one day where I worked 14 hours, she decided that she wouldn't pay me. She figured that we were even enough for that. And I mean, I really can't be, like, I can't be picky about that either. I mean, she fed me, and like, she clothed me, even she gave me this shirt here. So technically she clothed me, fed me and clothed me, gave me a place to be able to pitch a tent, and so I mean, I can't be mad at her for not wanting to pay me for all of the work that I did, but I wanted at least like $100 or something like that. But she gave me a little bit of money, like just enough for me to, like, I thought I would have got more money at the end of the week, because I worked there over the Dolphin Fest or whatnot. Is like a big like festival where country bands go to Dauphin and whatnot, and so I was super busy out there, and so I figured that was the one day where I worked 14 hours, and so she gave me money for that one day that I worked 14 hours, and so I was buying packs of smokes while I was working, doing all of that other extra stuff where I was also working 8, 10, 12-hour days. So it was really my fault. I shouldn't have bought any smokes or anything like that. I would have had more money. I would have had $60 or $80 if I didn't end up buying smokes and whatnot. But yeah, sorry, I was just looking at Charlie. He's making lots of noise. I didn't have any water left, so I gave him just some flavored water that I have, and he doesn't seem to be a fan of it. But he's very thirsty, so he's like trying to drink it. I gotta go try and get him water before I go to sleep, but I'll cut that out and put it somewhere else. But yeah, so to finish it off, I mean, I am thankful for even the things that didn't go exactly the way that I wanted it to go. I mean, I'm still, like, mechanical things that can happen, they're gonna happen, you know, like, my tire being, my rim being ripped apart, my tire being ripped apart, my frame being ripped apart, you know, all that stuff's, like, that's inevitable stuff, I mean, but the little things is what really makes me, it's hard to explain, because I absolutely know that there's some intelligence in the universe, in all of existence, really. Every single itty-bitty tiny bit of matter or energy, anything. There's intelligence in everything, and I know that without a doubt. But like a intelligence that can manipulate your surroundings, people, to be able to give me, like, I just feel blessed. I don't know how to explain it. I mean, I live minimally. I live like a picture that I posted on my Facebook page a couple days ago. It was like, live light, be the light, basically. It was live light, travel light, spread the light, be the light. And I mean, it kind of hit home with me, and it was funny that it was a picture of a tea bag. So like whenever you open up the tea, it has a little message on the little tag that sticks out of the cup. And so that day, it just happened to have that message on it. And that was the last tea bag that I had. But otherwise, I mean, it's very hard for me to explain or quantify with like a scientifically analytical mind. Like, it just perplexes me. It's so hard to try and explain. Like, I don't feel that I'm more privileged than other people. I mean, everything I own, literally everything that I own is right here. This is everything that I own. This is it. That's it. That's all. So I mean, and I try and spread the love and light wherever I go. And I mean, the fact that I ended up being in the back of a church today also is kind of, I mean, coincidental. But yeah, I want to cut this short because yeah, I mean, this is just so hard to comprehend. I mean, I don't know. If anybody who's watching it, just comment down below or send me a message on Facebook and tell me what they think about the whole situation here. I mean, do you think that when you live light, live poorly, and just focus on giving people love and good energy, if that really does just come back to you? I mean, but I mean, look at all these millionaires and billionaires who, they don't do anything like that, and they're millionaires and billionaires. They're well off. They have the best lives ever. But are they really as happy as I am? I mean, I know that there's something, not someone, not some curly haired, curly bearded, whatever, white haired dude fucking flying up in the clouds, looking down, watching people. I completely, honestly will never believe in it. But there is something else within the intelligence of everything, from the light that's hitting my face to the reactions that are happening within this camera recording what I'm saying. All of this is all intelligent. It's all pre-designed to be able to work any which way that you could imagine. That you don't even have the imagination to be able to know that it could work that way. But there's that intelligence is something that I'm going to probably meditate on for the rest of the night, and probably for the next couple days, because I've got to find work here, and if I can kind of communicate more directly with it instead of indirectly, I could probably pull more things that not that I want, but things that I need. I find everything that I ever need just is handed to me, except for a good woman. So with that, I'm going to cut this short and eat some of my taquitos and unroll my sleeping bag and get comfy so I can meditate a little bit on the day that has transpired. You guys have a good one.